Welcome back to Runner 5 Gaming, and guys, I have terrible news. And, well, to get started, the Switch 2, yeah, it's not that good. So, when Switch 2 first launched, I thought this is going to be the best console in the world, and then, not even a month after launch day, my original launch day Switch 2 broke. And now, here in 2026, I have a brand new console that's less than 2 weeks old, and it's already warped. What? And I don't know about you, but the fact that I don't hit my console when I get mad, I just don't throw it, I gently place it down, I play on this thing very gracefully, and when I'm done, I just don't throw it, I just lightly set it on the table and go back to whatever I was doing before playing, and it's warped. This fast. Now, I don't know why, but just know, this is my second Switch 2 that I've bought. Well, yeah, my second Switch 2 I've ever bought. And it's broken too. Like, what? And just to prove said point, look at this. It's on this side, where the effect is the worst. Like, what is this about, Nintendo? And to see, there is nothing under here, and this is pretty much flush with the back. My console should not be doing this, but it is. And that's... what? Only after maybe a week and a half of playing on the Switch, it was only been like 1 week, actually. It's only been like 1 week and a couple of days since I turned on this unit for the first time and set it up. That's not good. Like, go back to the, however old my unboxing video is when I unboxed this console. That's only how old it is, and it's already warped to the extent of being that noticeable when trying out that test. And I just gotta wonder, what is Nintendo making these things out of that warps so easily under the heat of just the CPU, GPU, and other components that create heat? And why is the console failing so hard at getting heat out of it? And when it's docked, it's 10 times worse, because the fan for the dock is for the dock's components, not for the Switch 2. Nintendo needs to address this, because it is getting expensive getting these things repaired over and over, and having to buy new ones if A, they are modded and already out of warranty, and 2, if they're unrepairable at all, and you can't get your saved data back if it's swapped, so you have to buy a new one and do a system transfer. This is not good. Nintendo needs to address this very quickly, because coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Switch 2, most of the people who got their Switch 2 got on launch day. Most of the people's warranties are going to run out in a few months, and with the Switch 2s warping this fast, I'm scared to see how many people are going to have to start buying more Switch 2s after their warranties run out because of this stupid problem that could probably easily be fixed by probably better ventilation in the dock and the console itself, and maybe even a little bit more thermal paste. Like, I love this console so much. It's my favorite Nintendo console ever. It's got my favorite games on it. But it heats up so quickly and so hot that it warps really fast. And it's not fun. And really expensive, actually. to just keep having to deal with this. I don't know how many people are having this problem, but so far out of who I've talked to, heat has been a pretty bad issue with Switch 2 since launch, and this is not even a launch unit that I'm holding. It's a unit from this month here in 2026, and it still has heat issues that the launch batch had. It's so bad. Please, Nintendo, get this fixed. I love this console so much, but I hate how fast it gets hot. And the effects of it getting hot this fast are very bad on the system, causing it to bend and warp. Now, one other thing is stick drift. I heard stick drift has been really bad on the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Me, personally, not that bad. Have not had stick drift yet. But then again, for me, stick drift was also not an issue for Switch 1. So, I don't know why everyone's complaining about stick drift. Maybe I just got lucky and scraped by taking care of my stuff. But yeah, this is a brand new Switch 2. It's already warped. That is just beyond me. And another thing is the finish on these consoles are also coming off really quickly. If I go back and check out my launch day Switch 2, the Switch 2 logo on the back is scratched like crazy, and the bottom of the kickstand is also scratched like crazy, showing its wear and tear as if it was a couple years old in less than a year. That's not really good quality. So, I'd hate to say this, but the Switch 2 isn't that good quality of console. I really, really like this console, like I've been saying, but the quality is just not with it. It's definitely not worth the $450, especially if it's going to keep warping like this and overheating as much as it does. Now, I'm sorry that you're just dealing with black screen this video. I kind of just rushed this video before I forgot about the idea, so don't worry too much. This sucks a lot. The fact that it's less than 2 weeks old and it's already warped like this. That is crazy. And you'd think, hey, if the console detects it's starting to get hot enough to warp, it should just give you a heat warning, and if you don't listen to the heat warning in 5 minutes, the console auto shuts down, will not allow you to turn it back on. That is not the case with the Switch 2. Like my Switch 2, I played on the dock for like 3 hours thinking, oh, it's perfectly fine, because I'm not getting any heat warnings, and then I take my Switch 2 out of the dock, and it's really hot. It almost burned my hands, and I'm like, how did I not get a heat warning while playing? Which is just beyond me. And another thing is the battery life barely lasts 2 hours, and for heavy gameplay, good luck lasting more than 30 minutes to an hour, at least for my specific units of Switch 2, which is really bad. I can't believe that this is how quality of newer consoles is going into the future. That is just bad. I'm not even saying it's just Nintendo. Quality of everything has gotten worse in this time of age. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, cars, I believe, are kind of getting worse. Chargers for phones, I've seen those things breaking so much. I'm having to buy like a new charger a week because mine just breaks randomly. What I'm trying to say is quality of everything in these years are really going down and getting bad. because my Switch OLED has lasted 6 years-ish. I don't remember when it exactly came out, so about 6 years is my estimate. And it still works. But the Switch 2, my Switch 2 unit here is less than 2 weeks old and it's already warped. That's just crazy. Now, I'm sorry about this video having to exist, but there is no way for me to just let this slide. Especially on a console that is not worth its price. I'd say, okay, maybe $350. Maybe $400 on the high side. No. We got $450 as the price, and the console's quality is not showing that. Like, better GPU, better RAM, better everything is nice, but does it matter if they heat up so bad that the shell of the console starts warping and then the board breaks because the shell just warps so much that the board just cracks? Then your console's just bricked. That's the sad thing about this is, yes, we got all these good things, but if the good things cause the thing that tries to keep them safe to break, then the components break, and then suddenly having these good components mean absolutely nothing if the shell that keeps them safe in this console, being the backplate, the screen, and stuff like that, breaking, then once all that stuff breaks, then those things are at risk of breaking. When those things break, then what's the point of having all these good components? Now, I know I've probably been rambling a lot here, but it's just how I feel about this console, that it's just not worth the price anymore. At the start, I thought, hey, this console's really good. While, yes, the games could have some extra stuff on it, and I could use some themes on the home menu, it's pretty good. And now I'm here, and I'm starting to see the bad side of Switch 2. And the bad side of Switch 2 is really bad. But with that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'd really hate to see everybody with a Switch 2 just randomly have theirs warp, especially after their warranty goes out, and have to buy a whole new one. Because like I said with my other one that I got on launch day, Nintendo said the heat damage to the board is so extensive it could not be repaired. That's my exact point here. If the heat is getting bad enough to break the board and warp consoles even this far in, you'd think that with how many Switches were sold on launch day, Nintendo would see enough of these errors by now to do something about it. But they haven't. Now, maybe I'm just going crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about here with the Switch 2, but to be honest, I'm starting to not like the Switch 2 as much as I used to. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'm just gonna head out. Yeah. Catch you on the next one. See ya.